This one, the other one. Hi, it's Christine Ruiz of ChristineDeco.com. No, both correct. Thank you. What are you doing to my phone? You're trying to run so nobody sees your head start. Yes. A muffin. Yes, Dane. What is that? What are you doing? Okay, sorry. We're started. Hi, it's Christine Ruiz of ChristineDeco.com and Dane. Hey, Jay. Clearly, I don't know. Dane might be taking over this Facebook Live today because he's literally all across my lap. But anyhow, today wanted to sort of bring this conversation back to the basics. Hold on. Dane, can I use my phone real quick? Can I do something on my phone? Okay. All right. Here. There you go. All right. I just wanted to share it with my own page, but I guess not. I'll do it later. Hi, Sabira. So yes, anyhow, I have Dane up here who needs to get his hair done, and he's just all in my face, joining me today. Wanted to get back to sort of the basics of business and building an audience. I talked about this the other day, but I actually found my notes from when I did. Hopefully my mic is plugged in. I did found my notes from when I did a presentation for a group of women entrepreneurs the other night. So I figured since I have the notes, let me do this. Hey, Colin. Oh my goodness, I got Jay, Severe, and Colin here. 3 awesome people among some other ones. But yeah, I wanted to sort of just go over that, share that, because I think sometimes we get so focused and caught up in sales funnels and so many other things. But yes, business and boogers for sure. Do you got some boogers, Dane? He's definitely got a little messy mouth. He had lunch earlier. But yeah, so wanted to talk about that. So when it comes to and giving you guys 5 things that can help. Obviously, when you are using, I feel like I look so short. Dane's like taking over my seat. When you are using the internet to social media, the internet to build a business, to build your business, you need an audience. You need someone to talk to. You need someone to listen to you, to buy into you. You're basically starting to create, taking a cold market, which is the internet. Dane, okay. Taking a cold market, which is the people on social media, and essentially making that cold market warm. Developing a relationship, if nothing else, a familiarity with you, so that when there does come a time that you have something to sell or to share, whether it's a product or a service, you have people to talk to. You have people who have essentially raised their hand or given their consent for you to reach out to them. That's one of the reasons why I sometimes talk about an email list, and really I got the whole understanding and concept of an email list from my mentor, Diane Hockman. I know she's not the only one who sends emails, but truly she broke it down in a way that made me understand the importance of it. Essentially, when typical entrepreneurs, marketers, business owners just go out and they're just talking to the cold market, it's people can hear it or not, but they're usually not very motivated or moved to take an action if there's no relationship built. And so that's why using different venues. If you have an email list, you only have those people's email address if they've given you permission to email them, right? So that's people giving you consent and permission. If you have a mini chat set up, if someone reaches out to your mini chat and then they start the conversation, they're basically giving you permission, consent to say, yes, you can be in contact with me. What is the email list, like mini chat? I'm trying to think. Or if you, let's say, create a Facebook group and people have to join that group, they have to hit the button. If you have questions, so they have to answer those questions. They too are giving you permission and consent to communicate with them, to contact them. So it's really about taking just everyone that's on here, everyone that's on the World Wide Web, everyone that's on Facebook, everyone that's on Instagram and all these other venues, and moving them from just being people that are out there that might click on or pass by what you're doing to people who are giving their consent and they're buying and saying, hey, I'm interested in you and what you have to offer. I would like to be in communication with you. I'm giving you permission to tell me about what it is you're doing. And so to do that, it's really, you got to build the audience. And that's what these things are about. So number one is be authentic. I always say, I equate it to dating, in the sense that when you first meet someone, people oftentimes say, see how people are after 3 months, because for 3 months, it's usually easier to put up that facade, to wear that mask, to put your best face forward, to be that perfect person. But after a while, even unless they're really good at being conniving or sneaky, for most people, their true colors start to show after around 3 months. And so kind of with that same thinking, if you're on Facebook and you're trying to put up a facade and just be perfect and all these different things because that's what you feel like the gurus do or the people who are top in the industry do, after a while, your true colors are going to show anyway. So why not just be authentic from the beginning? Why not just be your true self? Because really, in reality, that's how you're going to attract the people. Hold on, they didn't let me use my phone, so I'm trying to do this real quick. But that's really how you're going to gain the people that are your people, that is your niche, that are your target market, the people that are really going to connect with you, is by being your authentic self, by being who you really are. Because like I said, the falsehood, it might at first interest people, they might be attracted to, but when they realize that you're presenting yourself as this way, but you're really not, they won't stay long. You want people that are going to stick around and learn and grow with you. And maybe they don't buy anything from you or join your program or enroll or whatever. It might not be for days or months or weeks, but eventually, depending on how you're growing that relationship, you never know when that person might actually become a customer or client or a business partner, any of those things. But you get that when you are truly being yourself, when you're attracting people so that you're not having to put on. When I hit go live on here, I mean, Dane was up in the front and clearly he needs to get his hair done plenty of times. I feel like my skin looks a little bit nicer today, minus the pimple on my face. But for the most part, there's plenty of times that I get on here and I'm not looking my best. I've done plenty of lives and my lips are dry or ashy. But the thing is, it's not about putting on a facade, because sometimes I'm cute, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I need some chapstick, sometimes I'm good. Sometimes I'm at my best, sometimes I'm just like not feeling it. But the authenticity is what allows people to learn from you and grow from you and be able to connect with you. And that's what you want to just be, is authentic. If you are always on point and you are the type of person that keeps your makeup done, then do that. Be who you are, but just be authentic. Number 2, mindset. You definitely, and when you are in the business of being in business for yourself, being your own boss, you got to be your cheerleader. You got to be your motivator. You have to maintain and be very intentional and specific and dedicated to having a healthy mindset, having a mindset that is of abundance and not of fear or lack, because it's going to be a lot harder to be successful if you can't even encourage yourself. You know what I'm saying? How can you expect to attract other people to you if you're not even attracted to yourself, if you don't like how you are? So you've got to really work on your mindset. I also think you have to work on your mindset because there's so many times in business where people have successes and failures. And if you don't have that keen sense of self and that positive mindset and sort of that persistence and wherewithal to be like, I know what I'm going towards and I'm going to stick with that, then when you face a failure, it could be what breaks you when it doesn't have to be. So having that mindset. And also, if you are in network marketing especially, or you sell a product or a service, be a product of the product. I know you probably hear that often, but it's really true. You have to be a product of the product. You have to be, if it's a product you're trying to sell, you should use it so that you can talk about it and not in a way that you're trying to pitch or sell, or what should I say to them and when do I introduce them to the product, but so that you just get to know people. And if and when it makes sense in that conversation or that interaction or that direct text message you're having, then because you naturally use it and someone says something and it's like, oh, I use that for this, or if it naturally feeds itself into the conversation, then that's when you bring it up. That's when you introduce it. But you can't do that if you are trying to pitch or sell something that you yourself don't use. Or that you yourself wouldn't use if you wanted that business. I really try to tell people there's so many different options of businesses, but if and when you can, look for something that you yourself would use, that you yourself truly believe in, because I think that will make the process easier as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Number 3 is figure out what makes you unique. Nobody's really doing anything super innovative, right? We're all a part of businesses. There's like so many social media managers. There's so many business coaches. There's so many of the same things. So if everyone else is selling or doing the same thing or same service, why choose you? When you figure that out, that's what's going to draw people in. That's what's going to connect you to people. That's what's going to attract people to you, is figuring out what is it that's unique. And when I say unique, it doesn't have to be something super, super rare or special. More than anything, hey Kelly, hey JL, more than anything, it just needs to, you need to figure out what makes you pop, what differentiates you, what can people be attracted to and relate to and hold on to, and that's what a common ground can be. But figuring that out, for me, it's a few different things. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so oftentimes I connect with other women who are stay-at-home moms. I also connect with other women who are moms and are stay-at-home moms but want to be. So that's something, and it's not that I'm the only one, but it's something, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's unique in the sense that people can relate to it, and that's sort of a common ground. That's sort of a platform or a niche or something that's unique about me. I'm also a mom who's in a blended family. So I also have that sometimes where moms will come up to me because they recently married or they've been married and they have their spouse has children before they got married, or they had children, and they're blending their families in. So even the idea of running a business, being at home, having a blended family, dealing with different personalities and different things that might come up, that's something that's unique to me. And so that's why I speak to it. When I see different articles or things like that, I post them. Everything I post is not about me trying to sell anything. And quite honestly, I have a lot of people that go, what do you do? Or what do you sell? Because I don't always put that in the forefront, other than when I'm on here doing Facebook Live and I'm talking about business. But really figuring out what is it that's interesting. Maybe unique isn't the right word, but maybe what is interesting about you that you can contribute to that community and meet people, right? So number 4, especially if you have children, whether you're working from home, whether you're stay at home, I just feel like when you have children, they come with their people, they're human beings, and they come with their own schedules and their own needs and their own drop-off times and pick-up times. And so it can be very interesting trying to juggle it all. They create a DMO, have a daily method of operations, and make sure to have income-producing activities in your DMO. For me, I'm in a transition period right now because my DMO is changing. I even had our last day of school yesterday, so that changes my schedule. And then Anissa and DJ will be out of school the last week of June. So that's then going to change my schedule again. And then we'll officially all be on our summer schedule. So my daily method of operation is sort of changing as we speak, because my things that I have to do have changed. And so, yeah, I think also with that being flexible, but always creating a DMO. You might have a daily method of operations that works for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's different on Tuesdays, but it's also different on Thursdays of alternating weeks. Like that's how my kids are done next week. Kelly, where do you live again? I'm trying to think. I know it's East Coast. A lot of us have all different times. Ava's in private school, so her school ends earlier, but public school has 2 more weeks. But yeah, being flexible, but creating a DMO and making sure there's income producing activities. Income producing activities, pardon dang little feet, could be things such as meeting and having a conversation with 5 new people every day. Okay, you're in Jersey. All right, so you're close. But it could be meeting new people every day. Why are you meeting people? Because you want to constantly meet people so that you can see casually, hey, you want to get on my email list, or where you can meet people and then sort of connect with them in some way. Because in this business, obviously, you don't want to keep talking. You can't try to sell the same things to the same people. You want to always be evolving and meeting new people, and meeting new people will eventually give you more people to expose to what you're doing, your business. So it could be, like I said, meeting 5 new people. It could be emailing that list that you have. It could be doing a Facebook Live. It could be recording a video and uploading it to YouTube. It could be something you do on Instagram, writing a blog post. It could be a bunch of different things, but anything that you are essentially getting people in front of what you have to offer. make sure you're doing income producing activity. And then number 5 is really be consistent. It builds momentum. I know for me, my views as far as my Facebook Live kind of vary from day to day, but I remember a time where I would do Facebook Lives when I first started, and I would be talking to no one. I would be talking to myself. My views would be amazingly small, amazingly low, but that didn't discourage me because bottom line is if I wasn't consistent, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. Also, I do it because even if I don't have tons of views every time, whatever I'm talking about on my Facebook Live is giving me content to make a blog post, content to send an email, content to make a graphic and that I can put on Pinterest or Instagram, but it's giving me content. Also, when I go back, I'm like, wow, I've done, actually, I don't know how many I've done now. I need to go back and look. But you can see your growth. And it's just good for you, I think, as a business owner and on this journey of seeing that growth and just really getting in the habit of doing consistently. So really be consistent and build momentum. Every person who got tons of followers and who's amazing at one point started at 0. Thank you, Kelly. I really do. I really, really, really do. It's funny. I don't know if you know, but I've talked about it. I started a cleaning business. It's been over a month. I started a cleaning business, but even I have quite a few workers I work with. Some are more available to clean, for cleaning jobs than others. But I have a few that that work the majority of the jobs that I get booked. And we were kind of talking about that. They were saying how they've been in the cleaning business for years and had all these different bosses, and how they never had someone that truly care about the people doing the actual cleaning, the people doing the actual work. For me, I do percentage. So all of my cleaners start at 50%. So they get 50% of whatever the booking price is for the cleaning. And a lot of them were just like even shocked by that. Because when you go from making $10 or $15 an hour, regardless of how much that booking costs, to you can do one job and make, $85, $150, depending on what it is. That impacts their lives. And yes, it's less income for me, but my thing is I'm not interested in getting ahead or making abundance of money on the backs of other people. I want us to win. I want that customer to get the best cleaning. I want my cleaners to get paid well and to be happy with the money they're making. And I want to make money. So I know if I do that and do right by people, what I want, I'm going to get. And I don't have to get what I want immediately. It's not a microwave. I don't have to take care of me first. I think it's to treat people right, right's coming back to me. So I appreciate you saying that because it really is true to my heart. But yes, consistency and momentum. So those 5 things: be authentic, really watch what you say and check your mindset. Be intentional about your mindset. It's the one thing we can control ourselves, the one thing we can control. So don't waste it, right? Number 3, figure out or realize what makes you unique or interesting and really embrace that. Use that in your marketing, use that in your outreach. Number 4, create a DMO and make sure to include income producing activities. And number 5, be consistent. That's what builds your momentum. Thank you, Jay. I actually have a lot of cleaners. When I say I posted and I received like over 150 applicants, there's a lot going through the applications and interviewing. More so, it's just continuing to market and get the word out so we can get in front of more people who are looking for cleanings. So really that is what I'm working on now. All right, Dane. All right, Dane. I hope I didn't have a whole boo about Dane's over acting wild. But anyhow, that is it. I really hope I didn't share anything groundbreaking or monumental today. Honestly, I don't typically share anything that's breaking or anything new that people haven't heard. But I hope if nothing else, this is a reminder. If you've been so focused and frustrated on all these different things, let this be a reminder that the basics do work and they will get you moving. They will move you forward in your business. And you can definitely do the funnels and all those things, but make sure to take care of the basics. Make sure that your foundation is solid and set. So that is it for today. If you do need a platform or a system that can make things like funnels and CRMs and all that stuff easier for you. I did put a link to the 10-day trial with the system that I use. I share because it's not like don't need to keep it a secret. But you can feel free to try that 10-day trial, and just if and when you do, send me a message so I know, and I can make sure to do like a one-on-one Zoom with you so that you know all like the key components of it. But that is it. I actually have a phone interview for one of those people I was reviewing. I'm at 1:00, so I'm going to hop off and make sure I'm on time for that. But I hope everyone has a great Friday. The weekend's here. Looking forward to celebrating my husband on Father's Day because he's an excellent husband and an amazing father, an amazing friend, amazing person. So to all the fathers out there, I think Jay also on here. Jay, hope you guys enjoy your special day. Of course, mothers and fathers are special every day, but still, whatever. I like to celebrate. So Father's Day is coming up. So salute and sending love and appreciation to all the amazing fathers out there. I hope your Father's Day is special and love-filled and amazing. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.